You made it. Thanks for coming. So, you got my note? Yeah, I know, it's a classic setting, huh? Under the tree just after school. I'm just lucky nobody else claimed this spot yet. Anyway, you want to sit down with me? You got some time before the bus comes, right? About an hour or so, if I'm not mistaken. So this might be a good distraction. Unless you don't mind walking home with me again. So, first week and a half back to classes, and we've barely had time to talk because of it. How have you been faring? Oh, yikes. Is that going to be a consistent thing? I see. Oh. Well. Want a hug? I got you. Yeah, of course. Anytime. This might sound a little weird, but I really appreciate that you've always been the kind of friend I can just hug freely. I mean, who doesn't need some physical affection every now and then? Anyhow. So, class is not going so hot. That's a bummer. To me, the first week back is always kind of exciting, but, well, also really overwhelming since you have to pack it into your head. This is what I'll be doing every single day for the next half a year or so. I did meet some new people, yeah. Most of my classmates are kind of mean, to be honest. I did get asked by one guy if I was single, and I had to give him the bad news. I'm flattered. It means I'm attractive. Yeah, but it's easier to give the I'm straight excuse rather than saying, I mean, yeah, I am bisexual, but I also just don't find you attractive. Oh, actually, that brings up a fun point that we discussed today in class. You want to hear it? Okay, so there's... I can't remember the word, but there's this sort of verbal phenomenon that we learned about. You know that situation when sometimes you're asked a question and you know the answer, but the honest answer itself sounds so terrible taken out of context that you kind of just end up lying about it or not mentioning it? Well, like, take for example, let's say you're in a happy relationship. You know, you got someone you really love, and your house needs to be fumigated or something. You're not living together, by the way. Heck, maybe it's like long distance, you live in separate houses. Anyway, point being, you crash at your best friend's place, and they're nice enough to allow you to sleep in their bed while they steal the couch. Well, if anyone asks how your night went, you don't want to tell them, I slept in my best friend's bed. Because even though nothing happened, that certainly makes it sound like you did something terrible. So instead, you just make up something like, I crashed on the couch. Then you may end up spending an inordinate length of time contemplating about the complex morality of intentionally telling a lie in order to avoid unnecessary conflict. Much to my earlier point, I genuinely wanted to say, I may be bisexual, but that doesn't mean I find you attractive. But like, even if I meant it sincerely, how the heck can that not sound incredibly mean? Yeah, I mean, no offense, but there's just no way I'd find you attractive, and I just can't see myself falling in love with you. Like, yeah, I don't really know a good way to soften the blow. Yeah, I don't know what the word is, but, point being, it was a fascinating topic. The concept of, I didn't do anything wrong, but I have to avoid talking about it because it sure as heck sounds like I did. Oh, here's another one. The intention of a sentence is nowhere near as important as the way it is delivered. You can say the most well-intentioned thing on the planet, but if you sound like a jackass saying it, well, no one's going to take it that way. Like, here's an example. I love that outfit of yours. Versus, I love that outfit of yours. See, one sounds sarcastic while the other one sounds something resembling being genuine. Oh, here's a good one. I invited you out here to meet me alone. Say, that sounds kind of creepy. But you can make it sound a little more sweet if you say something like, I invited you out here because I wanted to talk with you. Alone. Oh, actually, you know what my favorite is? Sometimes I'll pass by someone that has done something really nice with their hair or makeup or outfit, and I want to stop and just say, wow, you look good, and then just move on. But for some reason, I just cannot dissect how to say it without sounding like I'm trying to be flirty. Like, no, amigo, legit. You look so nice. Good job. Okay, bye. Sorry. I think I just spent the last, 6 minutes or so talking your ear off. Learning human behavior is just really cool. You want a cupcake? Yeah, they were handing them out for free in the cafe on the other side of campus. I think the culinary students made them as an introduction thing. Is vanilla or chocolate more to your liking? Yep. Okay, sure. Let me just take it out of my bag. Here you go. Huh. My bad. Looks like I gave you a cupcake and some flowers by mistake. Clumsy me, huh? Although, now that I think about it, isn't today a special day? Do you remember? I'll give you a hint. 10 years ago. Yeah. 10 years ago, a week and a half after school started, you sat down next to me during recess and asked me what I was drawing. That's the day we became friends. And today marks our 10-year anniversary. Yep, I remembered. Wrote it all down in my notes and everything. No, keep the flowers. I want you to have them. It's a cliché gift, I know. But I wanted to give you something to show you how much you mean to me. You know what's nice about flowers? They don't live forever. They'll wilt and die, and one day they'll go back to the ground. We all will, someday. But like with the flowers, that's what makes enjoying what we have right now, with the time we've got, so important. So on that note, I'm grateful to have you in my life. And your friendship has meant the world to me. Every sleepover we've had, every walk together, and every night out on the bender, even the ones you never paid me back for. I'm not getting over 2017. It was me who paid, not you. Anyway, back to the point. Look, that's not important right now. What's important is this. I called you out here today because it's our anniversary, but I also wanted to tell you something. If it sounds weird, well, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how to say it properly. I think you're really pretty. That's it. Did it sound like flirting? A little? Okay. Well, maybe that time it was meant to. A little. Remember what I said about having an intention when you speak? Well, to be honest, I rehearsed in my head what I wanted to say to you. I've been rehearsing it for 3 years. But now that it's time, I'm drawing a blank. Words are failing me. Anxiety, you've done it again. Well, guess there's nothing else to it. Sorry if the flowers were a little on the nose, but forgive me. I'm about to lay it on even thicker. Can you give me your hand? Turn it upright. Show me your palm. Here. I got you one more gift to celebrate. It's okay, you can look. Yep, it's a ring. I remember you said that was your favorite gemstone back on the Falls field trip. No, I'm not asking you to marry me. At least that's not the plan I had in the current moment. But you're smart. I think you can put the clues together. I like you. Yes. Like, as in love. I'm in love with you. I always have been. But I really started to realize it about 3 years ago. Just everything. All the times we've spent together, all your funny little behaviors, the way you talk, the way you laugh, how sweet you are, how sensitive and just... We don't have to go on a date if you don't want to. I'm not asking you to be my girlfriend. I just wanted you to know how I felt. Even if we keep being friends, I don't want to keep hiding how I feel about you. You're putting the ring on? Yeah, it does look really nice. The color matches your eyes. Wait, are you tearing up? You're going to give me a hug? Okay, sure. There. What was that? You like me too? You do? For 4 years? That was all I needed to hear. It's okay. You didn't get me anything in return for our anniversary. That's fine. I didn't expect you to. This was a little thing that I had planned out. Okay, I can see you feel really bad about this. If you really want to make it up to me, take me out somewhere. You can make up for the 2017 incident. Ow. That's my foot that you are drilling into. Ow. Please stop. Was that a no? You're taking my hand? Are we gonna walk somewhere? So you are taking me out. Cool. Let me just grab my bag then. I just hope that cupcake didn't ruin your appetite. No, it's just, look. We're holding hands and walking together for the first time. I like it. So, where are we off to? Why'd I leave you a note instead of texting you? I thought the note would be a bit more romantic than text. I mean, I was hoping if this worked out, we wouldn't look back on this moment and think, it all began with a text. I mean, you know, nothing wrong with that. I just kind of wanted to do something a little more if I had the option to. Aww. You know what my favorite memory of this is gonna be? This image in front of me. You, holding my hand, holding the flowers in the other. It's perfect. It's all I ever wanted. Oh, wait. Hold on. No. I would love to kiss. Just, we're on a public sidewalk. There's a more romantic place to have our first kiss. Don't you think? Trust me, it'll be worth it. Oh, look at him. Hey, I like your hat. You're welcome. You know, I just realized something. With all the other people I've met, I've wanted to just say, you look nice, and move on. But every time I said it to you, I guess what I really was trying to say was, I love you. Was that too much? Sorry. Guess the intention of a phrase isn't as important as how you say it, huh? Oh, this is our stop? No, I like it. Little roadside international food vendor. That's pretty exciting. Let's hope they accept cash. Oh, right, yeah, I guess you decided to pay. Does this mean you admit guilt for the incident that shall not be named? Pouty face. Got it. Excuse me. I'll have number 4, please. And an iced raspberry peach lemonade to go with it. Oh, my wife would also like to order something. Thank you. Okay, let's find a nice place to sit down. A bench by the water would be nice. What? Yeah? I guess I did call you my wife. To be honest, I wanted to see your reaction. But I'll admit, it felt nice to say. I like pretending we're already married. Don't worry. I'm not going to ask you to marry me so suddenly. Even if it does kind of look that way, admittedly, with the flowers and the confession and the ring and the name calling. Husband? You just called me. You know what? It does feel nice. Maybe we should settle on dates for now. And if it works out, boyfriend and girlfriend can come later. Sound good? Great. So, do you want to sit right here? Little bench overlooking the hill. The lake is at the very bottom. I think it's almost perfect. I think the only way this could possibly be any better is if we had a sunset to look at. Well, look at that. We come back to telling lies to make things more bearable. I should have just said it was perfect. Anyway. How you feeling? Because to be honest, I'm in a bit of shock. You can't tell? Guess that means I'm good at hiding it. No, it's a good kind of shock. It just feels unreal. That you said yes. No, I don't regret it at all. I was just, you spend 3 years, 4 in your case, thinking about all the things you'll say when the moment comes, and, well, it's crazy that how many times I played out confessing to you in my head, and yet not a single prediction ended up being how it actually went. But you know what? I'm okay with that. I have one more request for you. Remember how earlier you wanted to kiss me and I told you that we should wait for a better time? May I have your hand again? Look at me. I'm very grateful to have you in my life. I'm very thankful to have met you. I promise I will be the best boyfriend that I can be for you. I love you. You love me too. I believe you. But the intention of a sentence isn't as important as how you deliver it. You say you love me? Prove it. And let me prove it to you. exhilarating. For my first, so different than what I expected. I think I could get used to this. I could definitely get used to this. Thank you. So, 4 years, you said? What took us so long, huh?